Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get up. It's time to look alive. At least it's Friday. Welcome to She Gets It Pod. This is season 17, episode 9. Visualize everything you want. It's a new day to do some new things, okay? Most importantly, it's Friday. Your last day to experience me in real time, audio wise, at 34. Tomorrow's my birthday. I didn't feel like celebrating this year. Life is good. I'm at peace. I didn't regret any decisions I made this year, so I'm grateful. I'm understanding of all the people that I loved that won't stay. And life is precious as fuck, so I make sure I enjoy something in every day, no matter what. I'm happy with my old daddy and young mom who has always been in love with the idea of love, and they created me. So happy about that, because now y'all got me in audio, and that's cool. After your first birthday, you are that year and 9 months old, because that is part of your development as a person. Okay, you did that. Your mama did that. So kudos for that. So I'm counting it. So happy pre 35 and 9 months of development to my ass. Okay, I wanted a trip out the country every birthday since last year, but this year I wasn't prepared. So next year I will be. Thank you for listening to me blab. Let's chat about visualizing everything you want, because that's important. This week I also have the third book on lulu.com on sale. I think from the 2nd to the 6th, where you could get it for $12 if you live in the US. A little bit lower everywhere else. I created a book of podcast questions, but it's also like the others where you can use it as a journal, where you can write in your own podcast questions for certain guests, so you can focus in and narrow down what you want your content to sound like. Because through research and reading and listening to other podcasts, I think a lot of us as creators automatically get caught up in sounding like this person or having that question because you like it so much. But sometimes it gets a little bit mundane if the topics are similar and everybody has the same questions. So the podcast questions journal is a really good resource to have on hand when you're creating content, when you're getting ready for an interview for a guest, just to pick a guest's brain and have a fresh approach to it. So you can check that out on lulu.com, on Shambi Pod and IG, and Twitter. I'll be dropping the links so you can find the journal. Now back to the show. We all want beautiful, comfy, luxury, and delicious things in the short time that we have life. Okay? Who doesn't? What everyone is envisioning ain't the same, and it shouldn't be the same. So I don't know why media gives people this illusion that we all should be wanting the same thing. Stop taking time from people if you ain't worth the time. No one wants to talk about that part. People love to talk about how other people are not worth their time, but what about the people who are taking time and effort and consideration from other people who they don't deserve, or who they don't want to deal with, or who they don't care about, but fake it? They're just as guilty, if not more. There's always something to improve and grow from for all of us. People always assume growth is about more, but sometimes growth is about less. Do something you've been doing less in order to gain more. Gotcha. Visualizing everything you want is the beginning of change. Stop telling the world and your creator what you want without preparing for it and making space for what you want. You don't have to live to survive only now. That's over with. If you choose to do the work. We live in a time where you could be homeless today and at a loss today and a millionaire in 3 days. Believe and remove doubt. Stop being stuck on what used to be or what you used to have. Plan, prepare, push through purpose, and believe in yourself. Believe in your ideas. Believe what you can do. Believe in the people around you. Support the people around you, okay? What do you see happening in your life in 2 years? Where will you be living? Who will you be with? What will you be doing that makes you happy? Not what makes other people happy, what makes you happy that you will be doing in the next year, in the next couple of years. If your goal is to live on a boat, for example, not my goal, I hate boats, but if your goal is to live on the boat, visualize that. What will it take for you to get the boat? Life is too short to ignore the vision that you have and your passion. Make something shake. To the point that, me requesting off at my corporate job is an alert for them, not for me. I'm just letting y'all know I won't be here. Life is scheduled, and I just want y'all to be prepared. If you deny it, I'm emailing you, I cannot reschedule this, so make it work. Because the reality is they don't need you. They need somebody that can do what you do. Okay? Don't let people hold you who can't pour into your dreams. So I tell corporate jobs, like, I work here, I can do y'all busy work, I can read to people who are illiterate, and y'all could pay me for it, but y'all cannot sit here and tell me there are not at least 10 more people who can do the same thing. You do not need me to be here. So on the few days that I'm telling you I'm not going to be here, make it work. We got to check our actions, okay? Hold down yourself by yourself. You saying this, but your actions are lacking. You saying this, but you are doing that. You lack what you're saying and you're doing. You don't care or you don't want it. It's one of those two things, okay? It's not anybody in your way. It's either you don't care or you don't want it. Because the things that you want, you make space for. You prepare for. Everything I do tells you what I'm about. Places that I don't show up in are self-explanatory. I am not about that. I am not about clubs. I am not about a lounge. I am not about going to get my face beat. I am not about being in a salon chair every Friday. I am not about getting my nails done 6 times a month. I am not about putting, wigs on and all of this stuff. I am not about going out to eat with catty women who really don't like each other. I'm not about it. You don't have to ask me what I'm about. Just look at what I do. I work, I create, I make my home comfortable, I have fun with my kids, I spend time with my family, and then I'm back to creating. That is what I do. I have no interest in what most people find interesting. I'm not into sports, so you probably will never find me at a sports bar unless they got wings and french fries. And I don't know nothing about the teams. I don't care nothing about the teams. But if I'm there, I'm probably there with a person that does. And I'm keeping them company. Like, for me, it's very important that I don't ask for something I'm not ready to receive. I'm not going to keep saying something and then acting the opposite. Stop asking me to do a fucking show and not show up or come through with the show, not prepare for the show. Y'all make people cutthroat out here. People are just don't wake up one day and be cutthroat or very shut down or cut off with people. It's a buildup over enough people wasting their time, wasting their money, wasting their energy with talk but no actions. Let me drop some thoughts on y'all, because I gotta make sure y'all understand what comes with visualizing what you want. It's not just saying it. It's not just the doing it. It's definitely more so the faith and the belief in it, and you understanding everything you already have, but you understanding you can use everything you have to step up to the next level of who you need to be. Wake up and get productive about what it is you said that you wanted. What can you do today to add to your greatness is what you should be asking yourself. Too many people be scared to see more for themselves as if it's being selfish. It's not selfish to put yourself in a better situation so you could be better for other people around you. So if you need to go visit the area where you say you want a house, go visit the area where you say you want a house. If you need to go visit the car you say you want to buy and you see yourself in, go look at the car you see yourself in. Go to the dealership. Take it for a test drive. Think about everything great you have already and wake up and be grateful about those things. Find your peace in yourself to manage the stress that life will bring you. And life will bring you stress. But you have to remember what you do continuously to bring yourself joy. You have to continue that while being human. You got to be human about what you're experiencing. It's good versus bad. My circle pushes me to do great things and be a great person. Does your circle push you to do the same? What your friends do will rub off on you, habits-wise, amongst other things. Everything that you want is possible as long as you believe and work towards it becoming possible. Like, it's not make-believe that you can be the great things that you see for yourself. You need to believe. You need to do the work to make it real. If you're not where you want to be, are there people around you where they want to be? Or are there people around you not where they want to be? Like, that's a bigger question. What you want will not come if you don't see it for yourself. Truly see it for yourself. Not sit on the stoop and brag and leave that thought there. Like, walk in confidence about what you want for yourself. The ways that we reduce stress is by knowing what we want and focusing on it. Making decisions that will make our life that we say we want easier. Focus on what's happening in the process and enjoy the clarity that you're getting while things are happening. How do people act around you now? Who are you around more now that you started moving towards what you want? Those are going to be the people that consistently keep you on your toes. What can you learn for those people? Because you're supposed to be learning along the way of getting to where you say you want to get to, if it's that great. Living your life fully comes with sacrifice and habits created through this sacrifice. Over a long period of time, like, we can't all be overnight sensations. That's not how life works. The owner, CEO mindset happens over decades, not when you get to your first 2 million that you make. There are a lot of people that have one perspective on getting something done, and then when that falls through and it doesn't work, they think it's over. No, you need to have multiple ways of looking at how to complete your mission, whatever your mission is, so you can know how to properly approach things. Teach yourself about what you'll need to know, What are the lives of the people that I want to be around like? Where do they hang out? What do they do? What time do they get up? What are the habits that they currently have? Do I have those habits? I want happiness and peace and honesty, which means I should be only dealing with people who want happiness, peace, and honesty. The life as I visualize it, I want it to be true. I don't want it to be cute on the outside, but not really what's happening behind closed doors. The key to what you want means you have to believe it and see it already within yourself. Your life since the beginning is your ingredients to be great. You can pull through for yourself and you could create everything you see for yourself. But you got to be the one to want it. You got to be the one to do the work. This is not a rapper versus writer relationship. It's not. It's not. So if you want everything you see for yourself, make sure that's what you see for yourself. I can't see it for you. They can't see it for you. Your mama can't see it for you. You got to see it for yourself. Thank you for checking out She Gets a Pod. You know, people just don't want to work. Nah. Too many phony people and disrespectful people are comfortable wasting other people's time. And now you got limits. And so now I'm at a point where I'd rather say no than give you the possibility of a yes where you can waste my time. Everyone will not believe in your vision. That's why it's your vision. Everyone will not be able to see what you see for yourself. That's why it's your vision. Stop sharing your vision with people who cannot comprehend the magnitude of what you're going to do. When you say anything great to someone who thinks small, they think you crazy. That's okay. Continue. So visualize everything you say that you want. Come through for yourself. Be there for yourself. Build a team around you with people whose actions match their words and who can be consistent with their efforts, and continue. And even when you get to one goal, create another goal. Build on that. Create another goal. Because whether you show up tomorrow for yourself or not, life won't stop. If you want that mansion, do what you need to do to get that mansion. If you want your parents not to need for nothing, do what you need to do so your parents don't have to need for nothing. If you want to make sure your children have options, do what you need to do to make sure your children have options. Stop creating these illusions of obstacles in your way when it's really just your consistency and lack of belief in self. Visualize everything you want and go for it. Thank y'all for listening to She Gets a Podcast. Get busy, get in your day, make it work. Thank you for celebrating the pre-birthday in 9 months, because you got to give myself credit for development, okay? I was eating good in there.